flying machines that could travel at the speed of thought, weapons that rivaled nuclear bombs, advanced medical procedures resembling organ transplantation. If you think I'm describing science fiction, think again. These technologies appear in texts written thousands of years ago, in ancient Hindu scriptures that continue to baffle historians and scientists alike. What if I told you that long before the Wright brothers took their first flight, ancient Indian texts described aerial vehicles capable of incredible feats? These weren't simple hot air balloons or gliders. These were sophisticated flying machines called vimanas, described in stunning detail across multiple ancient texts. The Ramayana and Mahabharata, epic narratives composed over 2,000 years ago, contain descriptions of these extraordinary vehicles. The most famous, the Pushpaka Vimana, reportedly belonged to the demon king Ravana and could fly at the speed of thought, change size at will, and become invisible. Imagine that, a stealth aircraft described in a text from antiquity. But this isn't just about flying machines. The ancient texts describe weapons of immense power, like the Brahmastra, often compared to modern nuclear weapons due to its devastating effects. They detail medical technologies resembling cloning and organ transplantation, communication methods similar to remote viewing, and engineering feats that seem impossible even by today's standards. Now, I know what you're thinking. These are just myths, right? Symbolic stories meant to teach moral lessons? And you might be correct. Many scholars interpret these descriptions as allegories or metaphors for spiritual concepts. The vimanas could represent transcendence, the weapons might symbolize different forms of energy, and the medical marvels might be allegories for interconnectedness. But here's where it gets interesting. The text described these technologies with remarkable specificity. The vimanas weren't just flying chariots, they were described as having aerial agility, constructed from special metals, powered by mysterious energy sources, and capable of vertical, horizontal, and diagonal movement. Some were even armed with powerful weapons. The Sabha Vimana, described in the Mahabharata as an iron-flying city, could become invisible, change forms, and move erratically to evade enemies. Does this remind you of anything in our modern military arsenal? Stealth technology, perhaps. What's fascinating is how these descriptions have inspired comparisons with modern science. The concept of thought-powered flight parallels current research on brain-computer interfaces. The destructive capabilities of astras echo our understanding of nuclear and particle physics. Even the medical procedures described have eerie similarities to cutting-edge genetic and surgical techniques. Of course, there's a major problem with taking these descriptions literally: the lack of physical evidence. No archaeological dig has uncovered the remains of a vimana or a Brahmastra. There are no ancient blueprints showing how to build these machines, and the often fantastical nature of the accounts makes them difficult to reconcile with what we know about ancient technological capabilities. Some enthusiasts point to structures like Ram Setu, a chain of limestone shoals between India and Sri Lanka, as potential evidence of advanced ancient engineering. Could this natural-looking formation actually be the bridge built by Rama's army, as described in the Ramayana? Geological studies suggest it's a natural formation, but the debate continues. The more speculative interpretations venture into ancient astronaut territory, suggesting that vimanas might have been extraterrestrial spacecraft and the gods actually advanced aliens. While popular in some circles, these theories lack substantial scientific support. So what are we to make of these incredible descriptions? Were they truly accounts of advanced ancient technology, forgotten through the millennia? Were they allegories and metaphors wrapped in the cultural understanding of their time? Or perhaps they were ancient science fiction, dreams of technology from minds unconstrained by the limitations of their era. Whatever your interpretation, these ancient accounts continue to captivate our imagination. They remind us that our ancestors were not simple-minded, but complex thinkers with rich inner lives who pondered the same questions about our place in the universe that we do today. The next time you board an airplane or use voice commands on your smartphone, take a moment to wonder, could our cutting-edge technology simply be rediscovering what was once known and lost to time? Or are we finally bringing to life what our ancestors could only dream about? If you found this journey into ancient technology fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe to dive deeper into more mysteries where history meets mythology. Drop a comment letting me know which ancient technology you found most intriguing: the vimanas, the astras, or perhaps the medical procedures? And don't forget to check out our video on ancient Egyptian technology next. The similarities might surprise you. Until next time, keep questioning the conventional wisdom about our past. You never know what truths might be hiding in plain sight.